Happening, folks. Dricus du Plessis versus Kamaru Usman is official for the main event of UFC Oklahoma City later in July. This is like 3 weeks away. This is not far away at all. This is an interesting matchup, isn't it? This is a real interesting matchup between divisional unks uh, in Dricus and Kamaru. Does this have odds yet? No. But look at some of these other fights, man. This card, just real quick. I mean, some of these fights, and there's more to be announced here. You got Chase Hooper, Chase the Dream. Okay, you got Brad Tavares. You got Jacoby Smith, Kevin Holland. Hey, yo. You got Kevin Holland. That's not Kevin Holland. That's Jared Cannonier versus Christian Duncan. Hey, yo. But this is what people want to talk about. DDP versus Usman. Izzy's revenge tour via Usman. Now, this is a very interesting matchup for a lot of different reasons. First and foremost, Usman moving up to middleweight. He's done this. He fought Chimaev at middleweight and gave Chimaev a hell of a fight. And then scrapped it out with Buckley and beat Buckley. Not a huge surprise here that Kamaru Usman is an underdog, which I think he is. Usman is on the older side. He's got some flimsy ass knees. We know that. He's been very inactive as of late. And his career as of late has just been a tough one, you know? He had that historic win against Buckley. Great comeback. Sean Brady just did it way more impressively than Usman. But he had that big win against Buckley, so that is a victory for him. Prior to that, essentially a draw to Hamzat, which is very good. You know, that's solid. Then a loss to Leon Edwards by decision, and a knockout to Leon Edwards, and now we're 5 years ago. Right now we're 4 years ago. That's the situation with Usman. And it's very interesting that he's getting this matchup, because this puts Usman directly in middleweight title contention. If he beats Dricus, he is a fight away from a middleweight title shot. If not, gets the next middleweight title shot, because he has a win over Strickland. So that could be a crazy storyline of Usman coming up. This is a great strategic fight for Usman, where if he gets this win, massive for him in terms of where he can be inside the middleweight division. I mean, he could do some crazy shit. He could fuck up Dricus and then get a title shot, or get the Chimaev rematch. There's a lot of things for him to do here at middleweight, and knowing Usman, he's gonna just want the title shot and leave it at that, right? So who's to say, really? But so that's what Usman's coming into this. He's coming into this off a win, but off a not that impressive win, which is important to note. That Buckley fight was pretty scary for him, and I wouldn't exactly say it was a glowing performance. And he's an older guy. You know, he's injured. We know this. Meanwhile, Dricus. DDP got fucked by Chimaev in their last fight. He got absolutely taken advantage of by Hamzat Chimaev on the ground. Prior to that, undefeated in the UFC, beaten legends left and right. I mean, Dricus is definitely the more in-prime fighter than Usman. Dricus is definitely the more ready to rumble, you know, coming off some good activity fighter than Usman is. However, the template for beating Dricus du Plessis, and this is why it's such an interesting fight and why I think Usman picked a good fight here, has been laid. You know, Chimaev 50-43'd him or whatever, right? Chimaev annihilated DDP by laying on top of him, which is the Kamaru Usman special at this point in his career, right? I think this is a really good fight for Usman to potentially get a win here. I don't know if I'm going to pick Usman yet. Right now, I'm still leaning DDP, just because DDP is much more in his prime. He's much more active. He's had a lot more impressive showings recently. But stylistically, this looks like an Usman win, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it? I mean, what did Usman do to Buckley, right? He drowned him on the ground. What evidence do we have to suggest that Dricus is a better grappler than Buckley? Serious question. I mean, in both of their last fights, Dricus and Buckley, they both got destroyed on the ground by superior grapplers. Who's to say Usman can't do that again against Dricus du Plessis? Who's to say that Usman can't do that against DDP? I think this is a really interesting matchup and a tailor-made matchup for Usman. I think prime for prime, Usman wins this 8 out of 10 times. Honestly, I think if this was 5 years ago, I think Usman would win this handily. The real questions here is, where is Usman physically after, you know, his long career, his knees, you know. Where is Usman physically? Where is Duplessis mentally? Has he improved and worked since he lost to Hamzat Chimaev? Is he in a place now where he can show a real threat to Kamaru Usman? Really interesting. I mean, on the feet, Usman is a non-threat these days. I mean, he looked awful on the feet um against Buckley. Drickus still has some crazy panaz on the feet. I mean, he outstruck Sean Strickland, he outstruck Adesanya, he outstruck Robert Whitaker. Drickus is a funky fighter, but man, he's got some steam on the feet, and if this stays on the feet, he's gonna put mustard on Usman. But I don't think Usman's gonna let this stay on the feet. I think Usman is gonna bring this to the ground nice and early. And I think Usman's going to try and replicate the Hamzat formula here. But this is an incredible fight. Awesome matchup. Really important for the division. Really important for both of these guys' legacies. It makes a lot of sense for both of them. It would be a huge win for DDP to have a Kamaru Usman on his legacy. And it would be a big win for Usman to have DDP on his legacy. And then to have what that entails, i.e., a title shot or number one contendership. So really interesting stuff here, man. I'm really looking forward to this fight. This is going to be a great one right after the McGregor fight. This is a great palate cleanser after the McGregor fight. Super, super interesting. Let me know what you guys think down below. Who's going to win? Who's going to take this one? It's hard for me not to pick Usman, man. We'll decide the week of if that's actually the pick I want to make. But right now, I'm kind of leaning towards Kamaru Usman. So let me know what you guys think down below. Who's going to win this fight? Are you excited for this matchup? Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Take it easy. Until then, arrivederci.